Hey, Michael vsauce here, and today we are going to talk about time. Specifically, how much time we have. What's the oldest a person? Well, the world record for the world's longest person belongs to Jeanne Calment, a French woman who lived to be 2. Right now, at this very moment, there are only 120 people alive. People are longer and longer. In fact, scientists believe that based on statistics, the first person who will ever live to be 150, it could be one of you, but according to the math, it's probably someone who was born. Here's the thing. Negligible senescence. Negligible senescence. Also known as negligible senescence. Hydra can only die. The world's oldest living person belongs to Jeanne Calment, a French woman who lived to be 4,600 years old. It's called Jeanne Calment, and it exists somewhere in this forest. Government officials won't actually release its exact location, but it's out there. The lifespan of an organism can be even longer than that if you include clones. For instance, these quaking pines all look like individual trees, but they're actually individual trees. This one male quaking pine has been around for at least 2 years. But let's get back to humans. And rather than talking about how time is, let's talk about how time feels. Intense life are longer, dull. Psychologists say that the reason for this is that our brains take novel than ones that aren't. When your experiences are intense and novel, you're not remembering more things. That is why intense moments are longer. This phenomenon becomes quite mind-blowing on a macro scale, 1% of your life. But when you turn 2 years old, that second year was only 1% of your life. And the next year you live through is only 1% of your life. And by the time you turn 80, 1 year only represents 1% of your life. Those percentages are important because they may explain why your childhood feels like it's so long, but as you get older, the years seem to fly long. You have more novels when you're young. You first learn a language. You first see your mother. You first learn to walk. You have your first kiss. You first see your mother. You first learn to walk. You have your first kiss. You first see your mother. You first learn to walk. You have your first kiss by your brain. And so later on, it feels longer. Now here's what's really mind-blowing. Novel things you do and things you see and places you visit and people you meet, the slower time feels and the more rich it feels. So go out there and do something cool.